Today we're going to try and finish our discussion on landforms, okay, by talking about how they form. To understand how landforms are formed, let's first talk about the idea of cause and effect. Cause and effect is a relationship between two events where one creates the other. So, for example, if I hit the light switch, then the lights will turn on, okay? So me hitting the light switch is the cause, and the lights coming on is the effect. Cause and effect. One creates the other. Let's look at an example. So canyons are formed by rivers, all right? This river used to be on the surface of the land, but eventually it carved a deep canyon in the rock by pulling little pieces of the canyon with it as it flows, okay? So on your worksheet, you have canyons. Canyons are the effect. What causes canyons? An example of a canyon is the Grand Canyon, okay? We can see it in this picture, quite large. That's why they call it the Grand Canyon. Islands, okay? Volcanoes form islands. We didn't talk a lot about volcanoes, but I'm sure you know what a volcano is, okay? So volcanoes under the sea will erupt and the lava will cool and harden into rock, and that rock will become an island. One example is Hawaii, okay? This shows how the volcano comes and the rock lifts up above the water to create an island, okay? Example, Hawaii. Now, which helps people travel? Which is a barrier? Based on the last two questions, where would you rather settle? Or think about this, where have most people settled throughout history? All right, now we're going to talk about deserts next. Wait a minute, that's misspelled. That says desserts. I'm not dessert, no, not pies, not desserts. Okay, get rid of that second S, okay? We're talking about deserts, okay? A desert is very dry land, all right? So let's look at some famous deserts of the world. It says desserts again. No, not desserts. Deserts. Thank you. Famous deserts of the world. So this is the Sahara Desert in northern Africa, okay? Very large, very dry. We also have deserts in the United States, okay? This map shows you where in the United States you can find deserts. All right, so that wraps up a lot of our talk about landforms, okay? You should have a good idea about how some of the landforms are formed, but even more importantly, you should have a good idea of how landforms impact humans. They impact their settlement and they impact their culture, okay? Go ahead and finish your worksheet, and I'll see you next week.